And then, yeah, just email me the direct link. I'm just gonna cast it. All right.
It says 7 right now.
No, it's sure.
Didn't he said this one starts at 110 though?
Yeah.
Quick shot. This is no spaghetti.
I think it's what? Kevin?
Don't call it that. Charles will call it JMG blender. Which may be for this desktop, maybe. So I'm gonna have to do it. If you could just start some testing in 5 seconds, I'll tell you. Testing, testing. Testing. Oh, it's working. Cool. Okay, awesome.
everyone. We are going to get started here in about. Oh, you like that echo there. We're going to get started in about 3 minutes.
Someone's computer speakers on.
Oh yeah, it was this that I just muted these, so we should.
Dude, there's 2 people on this meeting.
Yeah, the other one opened up.
The
The other link.
other link. Oh, you mean for, is there a separate one for the
Yeah.
GoToWebinar?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm asking you.
I am logged into one right now. I might be the same one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I will register for the Charleston one.
You should be able to just go in as an admin, log in.
Okay.
I'd recommend doing that. That way you'll have admin access to it.
Gotcha. How do I get to this presentation now? Okay, everybody, thanks for joining today. We were going to wait because we had quite a few registrants, and it doesn't seem like a lot of them are on this call. So with that being said, though, no problem, no big deal. I want to invite Tommy Godot here on the call and ask, I know you said you had a guest. Was your guest able to join us?
I think he may have had an appointment to go to, but
Okay, no problem. Gentry and Giorno, I'm sorry if I butchered that. Are you guys in the Charleston market? You can put in the chat if you'd like, or just answer freely here.
yeah, I'm in Charleston.
Charleston? Great. Okay, cool. Well, thanks for joining. Make this quick. I know we're all busy. The reason for this call today is our organization officially launching in the Charleston market. We have our division president, Ryan Clark, on the call today as well. And, oh, there we go. Is that better? All right, that's better. But when we launch a market, we want to make sure we're starting with the right agents. And for those of you that are not familiar with myself or JMG, you're going to learn a little bit about that. I want to make sure that this call is informative and that when we get off this call today, that hopefully you guys see a value and understand what we're all about and why we've become the #1 real estate team in the country. So with that being said, a little bit about myself. My name is Jason Mitchell. I am the CEO of the Jason Mitchell Group, which is the #1 real estate team in the world. $4 billion in production. We'll do about 9,000 transactions this year. What I always say is that a lot of people haven't heard of me in the real estate space, and that's okay. I've just never been famous. I've never had a TV show or anything like that, and I'm fine with that. I'm a practitioner. My claim to fame is that our B2B relationships throughout the country is the largest relationships in the country when it comes to referral B2B business relationships, which is why we have gotten to where we've gotten within our organization and within our team. Just a real quick cap about myself, #1 real estate agent in the USA, #1 real estate team in the USA. I was Realtor of the Decade in Arizona for 2010 to 2020, #1 best-selling author, blah, 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 blah. So I've done it all. I was very successful in the field. I took that, created a team, and I took our team model and created our organization. What niche I carved out was years ago, I started working referrals for a company called Rocket Mortgage, little company called Rocket Mortgage. And as I started to grow my referrals with them, I noticed that something was happening to our industry, and that was that big organizations were owning the consumer first, and agents were getting to the consumer second. And I knew this was going to be the future play. And so what I decided to do was focus my effort in building a company around servicing other organizations. Today, we service about 40 high-level referral partners and 7 of the 10 top mortgage lenders, as well as Opendoor, OfferPad, Zillow, you name it, we have them as a partner. We'll distribute over 45,000 referrals this year to a grouping of about 400 agents across the country. And what that means is that our average agent receives over 100 high-quality referrals a year to help grow their book of business. Those referrals close on average around 25% nationally, which means that the referrals we provide are significant. But what makes it really great when you're distributing, 30, 40 billion a year in referrals is that you've changed agents' lives and you've given them the ability to grow their book of business that no other platform or brokerage has. And that's kind of what we're going to get in today, is that while this shift is occurring and while people are and agents are trying to find their next deal, and while buyers are sitting on the fence wondering what's going to happen to the market, sellers are asking ridiculous prices for homes, not understanding that the market has slowed down, the shift actually works to our advantage because our lenders understand that purchase is everything. And so we just continue to get more and more referral opportunities, which helps our agents grow their business. Today's agenda, very simple. We're going to keep it brief. We won't even go 40 minutes, but we are going to talk about why and how and what we can do for you and to see if you're potentially a good fit for what we are. We've talked about our group already. Our footprint is 26 states and counting. We covered the majority of the MSAs throughout the country. So we are nationwide and continue to grow month over month and quarter over quarter. We have 2 agent models. One is our network certified model. That is the model that receives the bulk of our referrals. And then 2, a traditional model where they just want to capitalize on our resources. Now, what I mean by resources is when I say the platform. I will tell you guys, I know Gary Keller extremely well. I know Glenn Safford very, very well. In fact, we were in negotiations last year, and I decided that I'm going to keep growing this thing because it's pretty special. And at the end of the day, I know a lot of these groups out there, including Revkin at Compass, know him very well too. What separates our organization is not just our referrals, which is our meat and potatoes, but what really separates us is the resources that we provide all of our agents, from coaching to marketing to social to our pro app to our call center, providing more and more opportunities to our mission control team. At JMG, we provide more opportunity through resources than anybody else out there. And when you uncouple that with the referral opportunities to close more transactions than ever, it's a pretty perfect storm. National partners include companies like I mentioned, Veterans United Home Loans. They're actually our number one partner. Rocket Mortgage, New American Funding, Amerisave, Zillow, Open Door, Freedom Mortgage, Home Advantage, and many, many more. As I mentioned, we'll distribute over 45,000 high-quality referrals to our national team of agents, and our average agent will receive about 110 referrals this year. What does that equate to? It equates to our average agent closing 32 additional transactions per year and an additional about 170,000 in GCI. Now that all sounds great, but the real truth of this matter is the domino effect of what that does. Our attrition rate is 4% at JMG, while the national broker average is closer to 30% per year. So the reason that is because when you give agents the opportunity to actually grow their business, and they don't have to worry about finding their next client, having to do open houses, paying for leads and ad spend, having a CRM, and trying to do everything, we provide it all. But the domino effect of closing 30 plus transactions a year that you would have never had is those 30 transactions lead to a significant amount of self-gen business that the referrals from those people come with. Year over year over year, as you're closing opportunity that we're bringing to the table year over year over year, your self-gen business is starting to enhance significantly year over year over year. And that is the holy grail of real estate. What does my book of business look like? How many people that I've worked with can send me more and more opportunity month over month and year over year? And that's why our model is so special. It's because of the business that we provide to our agents to help them grow their book of business. Our average agent increases their production by about 250% in year one, and 1% in 2 years. And that goes back to the domino effect of JMG. We have some stories on here. I won't play them just because I just don't want to waste anybody's time. But just know that these aren't one-offs. The best gift that we have when you hear the stories of agents that were going to quit the business, that they couldn't get past 10 million, now they're doing 30 million a year in production, that they were newer, they couldn't find clients, they didn't know where to spend their time, and all of a sudden in their second year they're doing 15 million in sales. It's an amazing opportunity to work with other organizations, but we also have to be accountable to those organizations. And so when we talk about growing a marketplace, I never, ever want to be in the XP or a Keller Williams in a marketplace. That's not our niche. Our niche is to have an army of agents that want to grow their business like never before, and we supply them with those opportunities month over month. Some markets, we can have 20 agents. Some markets may only have 8. It really depends on how much deal flow we can bring to the table. Now, in the traditional model where agents don't want referrals, they just want to capitalize on our resources, it's unlimited. In a team model, if you have a team, it's unlimited. But when it comes to the referral model, we are limited in our marketplaces, which is why we're hosting this call today.
Ryan
Whoops.
Slack, and I'm on the referral team.
Okay. Pass that. So this says Austin. That's a mistake. It should be Charleston. But we anticipate about 150 opportunities over the next month over month in Charleston once we can open up our floodgates. When I say open up the floodgates, we always start with a few partners. Then as we start closing deals, we open up more and we open up more. When we're at full capacity, which will be about 8 to 10 agents in Charleston, We will have about 150 referral opportunities for the network team, and we'll grow it from there. But that means we can support about 8 to 10 agents. 8 to 10 agents getting 10 to 12 high-quality opportunities a month from our amazing referral partners. And like I said, that just leads to more and more opportunity. From a resources perspective, guys, I'm going to bust through these real quick, but I don't take them lightly because we built them all and they're pretty amazing. But when I say the highest level of training in the industry, that's our Coach's Corner. From Jason Mitchell, Tom Ferry, Renee Rodriguez, Tony Giordano, James Wexler, our social media team, Jen Burry, our training and development with our agents is second to none. And our mentorship programs are second to none. What happens to a lot of agents is they join a brokerage and they're ultimately on an island because agents are independent contractors. And so people don't care. And that's not what we run. When you join JMG, whether you're a network agent, a team leader, a new agent, doesn't matter. Our training and development programs are the best that you're going to find. And they're one-on-one. We pay attention. We do our part to make sure that you don't feel like you're left on an island. We do our part to train you not only from a sales perspective, but also from an internal perspective when it comes to operationally. That's what we do best. Our social media department, who's with me today right now in this room, is also there to create all the social media templates. And we have all the social media templates, training, and development that you need to create a better online presence for you. Our JMG Pro app is our application that by the click of a button on your phone, we manage your pipeline for you. We manage anything that you need in terms of marketing, support, your CRM, everything that you need. Your CRM's plug and play. It's already built for you. You plug in. It's very simple how to utilize it. Mission Control is dedicated itself to helping you with your leads and helping you with your referrals, to help you stay on top of your referrals, to distribute your referrals, to turn you up or to turn you down when you have too many on your plate. They're there to support you each and every day. Our call center spends their entire day dialing for you, making calls to your past clients, making calls to your prospects, to bring them back to the table when they're ready to transact. Each and every day, we transfer about 40 to 50 consumers to our army of agents across the country, to people that are looking to get back the car and find houses, or that are actually ready to list their home. It's one of the most powerful tools that we provide at no cost. Our recruiting annuities work similarly to the EXP, except you don't have to manage anything, and you don't have 7 downlines to worry about. If you recruit an agent to JMG, you're paid year over year, between $2,000 and $3,000, depending on if they're a network agent or a traditional agent. But you never have to worry about, are they producing? You never have to worry about, are they selling a home? Because if they're not selling houses in the EXP world, guess what? You don't get paid. The average EXP agent closes 2 deals a year. So a lot of EXP agents manage a pipeline of hundreds of people and make very little money. It's a lot of time to make very little money. On our model, it's very simple. Send them our way. If we hire them, you get paid on it, and you get paid year over it. It's that easy. And then we have our national referral panel. And that referral panel is pretty cool because now you don't have to consider yourself a local agent. With our agents across the country, you can refer with confidence into any marketplace that we can service. And you're paid 35% on anything that you ship over. So to have access to a national panel of trusted agents is pretty cool for you to help grow your business, so you can facilitate transactions no matter where you are in the country. So our training programs I talked about, First Flight, that's for our network certified agents. Agent Blueprint is for newer agents. Team Accelerator is for our team leaders. And Agent Accelerator is for the one-on-one mentorships. Annuity program, we talked about this just a second ago. And build a brand. What's great about JMG is it's all about you. And so we offer an internal branding program where we will help you create not just your logo, but your entire brand standards, font schemes, color schemes, mission statement, set up your social media for you. Everything it takes for you to put yourself out to the world that this is your brand and this is who you are. It is no secret that real estate is done by the individual, not the brokerage. And I'll never be arrogant enough to think that that's our case either. We're here to help and be your engine at JMG. We're here to support you. Everything else is about you. And with that being said, I'm sure there's a few questions, but at the end of the day, it's very simple. We have a niche model that we operate in, and we have agents that are making more money. In fact, Almost all of our agents are closing more business and making more money than they ever have, and it only gets better year over year over year. And so the goal of today is not to be a recruiting play. The goal today is to introduce you to our organization and to let you know that if you're interested in having a discussion, we're open to having a discussion with you to see if we're a right fit for one another. What I will tell you is that I do not pander and I do not BS. I'm too busy for that. Everything we talked about today is true. Everything we talked about today is real. And it's even better than what I showed you because you haven't even seen under the hood yet. And so if you have questions and you want to have a discussion, we want to get you in contact with our national head of recruiting. Her name is Laura. She's on this call. And Ryan, who is also on this call, is our Charleston leader who will be leading the charge and is leading the charge for us in the Charleston market. Splits always come up. So if you guys want to talk about splits for a second, we can do that. Is that something that we can you unmute everybody? I want to see first, are there any questions before we get into splits? Any questions? Laura, if you could put your name into the chat and your information, that would be great. On the splits, for those interested, it's not what you think. You know, most models like this where you're given that much business, you'll see teams, hell, even teams that don't give referrals, 50-50, 60-40. It's 80-20 on your self-gen business. And we also have a program where after you close a certain amount of deals, you'll go to 85% and be President's Club. Our splits for our company-generated business is 60-40 after a referral fee is paid. So every partner we have does collect a referral fee. It ranges from 25 to 35%. And after that, you get 60, we get 40. The average transaction's $400,000 in your market at a $12,000 commission. You can anticipate on each transaction that we bring to the table somewhere around the ballpark of $6,000 a transaction. Close 3 of those a month, you're making an extra $18,000 a year. Close 2 of those a month, you're making an extra $144,000 a year. But the beauty part is you're enhancing the ability to grow that self-gen business where we are not greedy. $99 a month for your dues, and that includes everything. Your CRM, all of our integrations, our coach's corner, everything is included. And that's not only for our network agents, that's for any agent that's part of our organization. And so we're very fair on our splits. We're very fair on our fees. All it is to me, guys, is growing. It's simply growing our organization and helping you grow your business. So if you're interested, Laura's information is down there. You can email her or you can give her a call, and we will certainly set up a time to meet with you and talk further about joining our great company. All right. Well, thank you guys very much, and hopefully we can do another one of these sessions shortly. Thank you.